The following virtual meeting scenario is fictional and does not depict any actual person or virtual meeting conducted during this time of quarantine that we know of. All righty, guys, thanks for joining in. We need to get rolling on this meeting. My first question for you, we'll kind of go round robin. We'll start with Stacy. Stacy, what's one thing you have learned during this crazy work at home time?
I think maybe it's just kind of reaffirmed that why I'm not a stay-at-home parent or why I'm not a teacher, and respect my kids' teachers all much more.
Very good. Jennifer, can you quit blowing bubbles long enough to answer my question?
Sure. I would say that stay-at-home mom is super hard, but a stay-at-home working full-time mom is an even harder job.
Yeah. Travis, are you there? Travis? Oh, very good, Travis.
Yeah. I've learned that I'm not teacher material because I've got a short temper when it comes to trying to teach my kid. And I actually like going out places. I can't go anywhere right now without being scolded or anything like that.
Yes.
I actually like going places.
Yes. We all thought we were introverts. Minerva. I believe that's Minerva. It looks like Minerva. Is that Minerva? Minerva, what's one thing you've learned working at home? Oh, yeah, there you are.
My thing that I've learned is that technology team is strong, but I think since all of this happened, we're even stronger.
Cool. Brandon, what's one thing you've learned?
I ain't clip my nose hairs. That's what I've learned.
That's thank you. Rogers.
For the climb.
Rogers.
What I've learned. Gotta get that down. Sorry. What I learned is I'm not too bad with divided attention instead of undivided attention, trying to do multiple things at the house. But it's not that bad, as you mentioned, being an introvert, because I'm not quite as affected, and I see the craziness going on around me, and it's not too bad for me. But the kids is another story. Yeah.
Thank you. Sean, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. I learned that I thought we were alcoholics in the Army, and y'all putting us to shame. Y'all are way worse.
Cheers.
Cheers. I think I'm gonna join you, but mine's a little bit big.
Amen. Chad, that's a
Aaron is Karen.
Chad, can we talk?
Yeah. I've learned I miss hugs. I told my wife the other day, I was like, babe, I'm not a big hugger, but I miss giving people hugs and just that interaction, So that's my thing.
Are you playing R&B music?
Don't hug in the robe, Chad.
No. I wouldn't. No.
Claudia, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I learned you when you're working from home, you have to multitask. A couple of things done at the same time. I also learned that you really have to be patient and really flexible. I think it's a good lesson for all of us in technology, the support staff, teachers, and students.
Good point. Jonathan, how you doing, bud?
Doing good. One thing I've learned is who a lot of the essential workers really are out there, and how hard they're having to work now just to keep things moving.
Good point. Coy, how about you? Coy, there's someone behind you.
Point taken. I've learned that even 3 people in a house is too many. And I've learned that when they say stay out of the sun, they mean it. So,
Chuck,
Yep.
how you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right.
You feeling okay?
Are you sure?
I got a little bit of a cold, I think. Anyway, I've learned that no matter what, we all have to take a look at and learn how to adapt to change better. As more it comes our way, the more changes we have to make. So it's a constant state of flux.
Thank you. Mike, how about you?
Well, all this hand washing and everything else we have to go on to make sure germs don't get transmitted. I got 3 words. It's moisturize, moisturize.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Maybe you and Claudia can talk about her regimen there. Carolyn, how about you?
Well, one of the things I've learned is that when you're in a Zoom meeting, you can mute yourself until it's your turn to talk. That's a really good thing about Zoom that I like. It's a great feature. If you haven't tried it yet, you should try it sometime. And another thing,
Where's the mute button? I can't find it.
It's, you know, hover over your picture and you say unmute or mute, and you can.
Why would we want to mute?
Hey, honey, you need to be quiet over there.
You can even do the same thing with your video. Like if you're, you know, maybe you have pajama bottoms on and you need to get up, but you have a professional top on, you can even mute your video for a few minutes too. It's a pretty neat feature of it. But I've also learned about our teachers. This is nothing new to me, but they have really impressed, especially the educational technology team, just in the fact that they adapted so quickly. And it seems like, you know, by 2 days in, they had moved to Google Classroom and could teach and learn online overnight, it seemed like. So I'm really proud of them.
Good point. Thank you. Charlotte, you seem to be in here twice, Charlotte.
I am? Huh. I wonder how that happened.
Charlotte, you're echoing. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So what's one thing you've learned?
I learned that
2 things.
I am an outside person and I can do this outside.
Yes. Yes. Brent, how you doing, bud? What have you learned during this time? Brent? Brent, are you there?
I think that's a photograph.
Brent, do you have bad internet connection? There you are.
Am I there?
There you are.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What's one thing you've learned during this work at home time?
I've learned that I'm glad I don't work at a grocery store because, oh man, they're busy.
Yeah.
And just learning more about doing everything remotely, taking advantage of the fact that I can't just go there and go to their classroom and fix it hands-on.
Yep. Well, I have learned a few things. I have learned that while I think I'm an introvert, I do miss you guys and miss seeing you. I've also learned that my dog enjoys outside working, and she gets irritated if I sit anywhere but outside to take my computer. She will whine until I move outside and then let her sit. But I've also learned that we have, like several of you said, some amazing team members on this team, and the Dickinson ISD staff has picked it up and run with it, and wow, never would have believed. I was thinking earlier that I remember when Caroline was the entire instructional tech team, so I'm pretty thankful that or pretty certain that the growth we've done and the work you guys have done have made this better. But I do appreciate you coming in on the Zoom meeting. I'm going to send you a little handout later about some of the more appropriate ways to have a virtual meeting. Because, you know, I mean, it is 5 o'clock somewhere, right, Sean?
Is that Jonathan down there?
I think it's Jonathan down there.
It's me.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm gonna go on Amazon for you. Alrighty, enjoy your snack.
Hey,
Roger.
Melissa, I'm sorry, I gotta go.
All right.
My hair's done.
Your hair's done.
Gotta go
All
take
right.
care of this.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.